I'm Tara Reimer with CHA, Certified Horsemanship Association, here at Colorado State University. We are doing a level 3 Turnbacks lesson. It is a sample 15-minute lesson to show you what it can look like in this time frame. And so we have 4 riders that have not done Turnbacks before. And as a level 3 rider, they are not role-playing, they are riding as themselves, and these riders are in the level 3 and 4 level themselves already. So they know how to walk and jog and lope with control, circles, reverses, stop, and back up. And so right now they are warming up, and we will go to our sample lesson. Hello, ladies. How are you today? Good. So we're going to work on Western Turnbacks today, and that's very exciting. I have my assistant here, Christy. So hi, Christy. I'm going to get you ladies actually to line up against the far wall, tails to the rail where the water is over there, so you can watch the demo over here. So Carrie will be our demo rider. So go ahead and park yourselves at the far back rail, and once you're there, then I and Christy will do the safety check. So I'll start with Carrie here. How's it going? Good. Good. All right, so ladies, do you have any idea what a Western Turnback looks like? No. Okay, does anybody know where we might use it? The idea or the wording, Western Turnback, where might we use that? Excellent, working cow horse. So actually, if you've ever seen that, when they go down the fence, and then the cow, they have to stop the cow and turn them. When you're riding today, I want you to think of that. I want you to pretend that you're chasing this cow down the wall, slowly albeit, and then you're going to stop the cow and turn him down the wall and go the other way. There's another thing, as you get to be higher level riders, and you start training horses a little bit, or you just need to school them a little bit, what might this exercise also help with? Control. And we're going to get the weight back on their hind end. So if you ever have a horse that's really heavy on their front end, they're not engaging that hind end, and you got to get them to go somewhere, we're going to use the wall on this side to help us. And then we have a fake wall on this side with the cones. So there's 4 cones on either side. So you will be assigned a cone, and then you will ride to whatever. So in this case, Carrie's going to be riding to cone number 3. On both sides. And so we're going to get right started with the demo so you understand what it looks like. So there's a progression. We're going to start with walking in. So she's going to walk in towards the cone at a 45-degree angle, looking up nice and tall. She's going to send her horse fairly close to the fence. She's going to breathe out and whoa, check that horse back. We want to use that same energy, bring that horse over his hocks, about a 180, and then jog out till about the next cone, and then start the C on this side. So she's making her way over here to the 3rd cone. The horse was a little eager to get out. That was great. She's coming back over here at the jog. She's going to sit down, breathe out, check back a little bit, push that horse over the front, and now she's going to go ahead and lope out. Straight for a little bit, and then makes the curve back to her 3rd cone. And she's going to go ahead and stop here, breathe out, and whoa, and just stop there. Carrie, don't lope out, please. Can you turn your horse just to straighten him out from where he was? So everything was going really nice, and then he got a little anticipating there. Did you see that? So we don't want to just lope him out of that. So go ahead and turn him back to that cone, and just have him sit there nice and quiet so that he doesn't anticipate. So that's something we'll need to watch for with your horses. So I'm just going to show you again. Just sit there for a little bit, Carrie. Just relax your reins, loosen them up for a little bit, let him relax. Give him a nice pat on his neck, scratch him. And then once he quits licking his lips, then you can go ahead and walk him out and bring him back to the group. So I'm just going to go over that here, just really nice and slow. So watching me, as you come up to this cone, you're taking that forward energy. So at first you're just walking in. You're going to get to this cone, you're going to breathe out, and as that horse stops, you're going to check him back. So you're going to use your seat, bring that horse back as if you're actually going to back up. You don't have to actually back up. You can one step, but as long as that energy and that weight comes onto the horse's hind end, so you're going to check up with your reins, and then you're going to take your right leg off, shift your weight into that right seat bone in this case, because we're going to the right. You're going to use your left leg as the pushing leg. Now it's very important that the horse flows through with his shoulder. So you want that horse staying fairly straight, which Carrie did a very nice job of. So when that horse, you want to keep that head and neck just slightly tipped to the inside in the direction that you're going. And then as you bring him around, you're still pushing with this leg, weight in this direction, and as soon as you get straight, you go ahead and send them forward. Okay, and then we want to go. The number one thing that I do not want to see is that when you come up to this cone, do not just pull that horse's nose around. If you do that, watch my hind end, the horse will have to move his hind in a circular motion. And by then, if you were actually chasing a cow, the cow's long gone. And if you're actually trying to work on getting the horse to rock back and use his hind end, it's not happening anyways. So quality over quantity. If you stay at the walk or at the jog and we don't get to the lope, no problem. Okay, I want to make sure that this is done correctly and not just quickly to get through it. Is there any questions? No. Okay, so just as a quick warm up, I want to just send you out use half the arena, just come around me like this, and I'm just going to get you to stop and do a 180 from a walk, both directions. So that's my warm up. You'd already been walking, jogging, loping previously, so go ahead and just take your horse out at a walk. We're going to check in with your horses and make sure that we've got this. Now you can go to 2 hands if you need to, because it's important that we help the horse balance through this. So whether you've started with 2 hands and you can stay there, or if you're one-handed and you find that horse needs you to help balance them through the turn, then please go ahead and do that. If you want to go, Erica, just to your left, deeper into the corner so you're not passing for this. Okay, so we're going to mimic the same thing you're going to do at the cone. So let's go ahead on 3. You're going to all stop. You're going to rock back that horse's energy, turn them towards the outside. Okay, and then you're going to do like a 180 and then go ahead and walk off in the other direction. So we need them to be going somewhere for this because we need some sort of energy to be able to rock it back and change direction. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, go ahead, breathe out. Check back, take your horse to the outside, push with your right leg, look to your left tail, look all the way around, take that left leg off, push with the right leg, hand forward and move out. Very nice with these 2 horses. I'm going to do it one more time on this side so I can watch these 2. On 3, 1, 2, 3, sit down, breathe out, check back, look to your right, look all the way to the tail on your right side, push with that left leg. Erica, we need to push that shoulder over more. Go ahead, carry a little bump with that left leg, push that horse. That shoulder has to follow through, otherwise this doesn't work. Okay, so let's go ahead to our assigned cones. So I believe Erica's at cone number 1. Liz is at cone number 2. Liz will go up to cone number 2. Carrie at cone number 3. And Haley at cone number 4. So I want you all on the left rail here with your horse's nose just at the cone for the first time. You're just going to start there. And when you get to this, because you're going to make sure that's at that 45-degree angle. So we're using the wall to help rock that horse back. Okay, so let's go ahead. Remember, you're just walking the first few. We're not jogging right away. When I see that it looks good, or if you feel like your horse did a really nice job, and even though I didn't see it and he's coming through it straight, you can go ahead and jog out. But no loping, please. Just stay walk or jog. Okay, so let's go ahead and just turn our horses to the left. We don't have the energy to rock them back a whole lot, but sit up, check back with your reins a little bit, push with that right leg or grind, and go ahead and walk forward and look to your next cone. You're going to make a half circle. So we went straight down the wall a little ways, and then you're going to make a half circle. I'll be in the middle here amongst all of you so I can try to watch you all. You're going right back to the same cone you just came from. So you want that 45-degree angle. You're not all going to get there at the same time. When you get there, you're going to sit down, take that forward motion, rock back on the hind end, check over to your right. Look all the way to that horse's right tail. Good, Erica, check back a little bit more. Good, and then push with your left leg a little bit more and straight out. Okay, so we had some success there, some really nice lines and straightness. So Erica's going to still work on it at the walk. I'm going to stay out of your way here, Erica. The other 3, you can go ahead not on this side, but the next one, you can jog out of it. You got to take the energy, ladies. Don't wait for me. Sorry, you're not all going to get there at the same time. So you can do this on your own. And there, Liz, your horse kind of just walked a half circle. So you have to actually take that energy, lift it up from the front end, little check back, use your weight in your now inside seat bone. And you're going to have to ask that horse. This requires energy. So remember, some of you can jog out of this. Carrie and Haley, you can jog out of this one. Look up to the right side there, Haley, hand forward and straight out, straight out. Don't curve all the way, straight, Carrie, straight to the water. There. And Erica, a little bit more forward. That horse wants to really rock back, right? So let's go ahead and try a little bit more forward as you're coming into that wall. Haley, your turnarounds are very nice, but Haley, when you come out, can you go straight to the water for about 10 feet? Don't just turn all the way. You're doing like a 270 and kind of a 90 here. Look to the water, go straight to the water, left leg bump, bump, and straight to the water. Because you have to imagine that cow that's coming down the wall. So you have to follow that cow for a little while. There. Very nice, Carrie. Lift up that inside rein a little bit more and more outside leg. Be careful in those neck reins that we're not allowing that outside neck rein to get tight. That's not the purpose of that. Right there, Liz, that's what happened. You went to use your right hand in your neck rein and the horse put his head up because actually that left rein got too tight. So can you go to 2 hands for me, please? So you can help that horse balance. And Erica, I'm going to actually get you into a jog. I wonder if we get a little bit more forward going here, if that's going to help your horse get a little bit more momentum. Haley, after this one and you go to the walk, you go ahead and do it at a jog for a while. Keep going that 10 feet straight to the water though, Haley. You keep wanting to turn too much. I know you don't have a cone back there. Maybe, Christy, you could help Haley be a focus point so that she goes straight for a little further. Okay, Erica, as you're going up to that cone, that nice 45, more forward, sitting up. Now breathe out. Whoa, you got to stop. You got to stop. Okay, so we just turned as the horse went. There was no use of that hind end. So I would actually like you, Erica. I'm going to work with Erica here for a second. So if you ladies feel like it's going well, Christy's going to watch you. And Chrissy's going to help these 3 over here for a bit and watch them. If you want to take a break, everything's going well, just go ahead and take a break. You don't have to keep doing it, but we want to end on a good note. So if you feel like your horse has done a few good ones, just go ahead and stop them at the fence, loosen the reins, and let them breathe out. So Erica, I'm going to work with you because we really got to take that forward and actually stop it, roll it back, and actually I'm going to get you to back up just half a step, like just as about to take a step, and then turn it. It's like a dance, right? Have you ever danced? Yeah. Okay, so when you dance, you have a pivot foot, yes, right? And so you can only turn when you have a pivot foot down, and then that other leg is free. So think about that. We have to bring that horse back onto a pivot foot. Sit down, breathe out, back up. Good. Lift your left rein up. Look to your left. Beautiful. And hand forward. That was much better. Now we had still a little bit backing up, but that was better. We had at least some motion of bringing itself over its front end. So let's do one more. And if this one goes nice, you can jog out of it. Good. Now make sure your left rein's not as snug there, Erica. You want to loosen up your left rein a little bit. And if anything, you're going to lift your right rein. Stop first, breathe out. Lift that right rein, look to your right, weight in your right seat bone, bump, bump, bump with that left leg. Look up, very nice. And hand forward and go straight. Go straight. Excellent. Okay, we're going to end with that. That was success. That was good. You had the nice turn, you rocked back. Excellent, ladies. So you can stop right there, Erica. The rest of you can just make sure you can see me. So maybe Carrie and Liz will have to turn, and Haley. Excellent. Okay, so tell me something that you felt that went well for you. So Liz, what went well for you? Or what is your horse good at in that?
He's good at stopping and rocking back, but I need to be a little bit better.
You can loosen your reins there a little bit. So.
I need to be a little bit better about bringing that outside shoulder around.
Okay, so did you feel like it got better?
It did, especially when I went to 2 reins.
Excellent. And you do whatever you need to help your horse, right? So we're not at a show. You need 2 reins. Carrie.
He got better at hitting his cue faster out of the turnback to either hit the jog or the walk or the lope.
Cool.
Did it without anticipating or rushing through it.
Excellent. So a bit more responsive to you, and you're working as a team. That's excellent. Haley?
He's really good at understanding
Excellent. So can you find a place that this would help you with your riding?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And Erica?
Obviously it was hard to get around the corner when we were stuck, so it was just getting that forward motion.
And did you find it?
Yeah,
And did it help? Excellent. Are we ready to chase cows yet?
we can try.
We can try. Well, maybe a really slow one for you. We'll start slow. Very good. Thank you very much, ladies. That was excellent and well done. So this was a sample 15-minute lesson of what it would be like at a clinic certification clinic when you have a group of riders. This was a level 3 Western Turnbacks class. And so we want to make sure that we always include the safety check, a demo, we get everybody moving, and we wrap up. And so just to go through all of that, and it can be done if you know what it is that you want to teach and you give the right tools, your horses and riders can have success. In the CHA clinic process, after the lesson is complete, then I, as the instructor, would start by evaluating how I thought the lesson had gone, things that I would change, things that I was happy with. And then next, my assistant would give her evaluation of how it was for her as an assistant in the lesson and how she was used and how that went. And then each rider participant would then give their feedback, one constructive thing on what I could do better as an instructor, and then also some positive feedback of something that they enjoyed and a strength of the instructor.